Here we go. So welcome back to my channel, you guys, and thank you so much for joining me for another video. In today's video, we're going to be setting up the month of March in we're going to set up the monthly layout in my Erin Condren hourly life planner. So let's not waste any more time. Let's get right into this. And I have to be honest, I have no idea what we're going to do, which kind of makes it half the fun. As you're watching this, I am likely not actually here because I'm also away. So actually, no, I'm pretty sure that I'm still in town when you're watching this. Regardless, if you are brand new, thank you so much for joining me. I hope that you will enjoy this video. And if you are brand new, consider subscribing to the channel. We usually chat a few times a week. We talk about planning, intentional living, spirituality practices, all of that fun stuff, and how we can just live a more consciously driven life by design. So consider subscribing if you haven't already. And let's just get started. Okay, so I have all of these intentions before. Clearly, I'm not good with like pre-planning these spreads because I end up changing my mind. So not a good thing. But I knew that. So in my Erin Condren little sticker set, if you have it, I'm going to find it because I know I'm going to need it. I laid it out ahead of time. So in here, this is the designer sticker book, the 5th edition. So if you look here, like everything is sort of beautifully color coordinated to each month. So as we enter into March, as you can tell, colors are beautifully matching, and I will still use some of these stickers. I'm not that big on, I'm not that huge on St. Patrick's Day. I know a lot of people place like a huge importance on it. I personally don't. And honestly, the fact that we're changing the clock, that part just sounds so exciting to me. So I wanted to kind of highlight that element of it. Okay, here we go. So I'm going to be using you might have already seen this in my latest haul, but I bought the Jane Davenport, a couple of kits from her. So I'm going to be using those washies as well as some of this thin ones so we can kind of highlight that. And going into the reflections page, I kind of figured out how I wanted to use this one page here where I break it up into the top and the bottom section. Here's a sample of how I used it back in February, where the top is all about reflections of January and then the bottom part is setting goals for the following month. And I kind of done the same thing moving into the following month. So I'm just kind of showing you examples of that here as the layout. And then here we go. I'm going to basically just follow through the same washies that I'm going to be using on both of those pages. That's going to transfer over to. So I'm going to be using Mermaid. How do you feel about mermaids?
I think it's like, when I look at it, it reminds me of Little Mermaid. I don't know about you, but it just reminds me of it.
Ocean, right?
Yeah.
Let's use the ocean theme. And looks like we're going to be on the ocean. So to me, that just makes sense. Also, if anybody's wondering, March also happens to be the month of Pisces, in case you're wondering. Oh, this part is always a struggle.
Oh my God, I don't like it.
You know what? I don't think anybody likes it, but let's just move right along. Hence why we're speeding through this process right now. Now we're on to, I think this is the watercolor one with basically this entire segment becomes an epic fail because for now, I'm just placing it down into the bottom strip. You can't see it. We're going to call that epic fail. Anything to add? Nothing? Cool.
Yeah.
You're like, no, I'm not going to shame you in this video. Okay, here's fun part. Fun fact. This is also in that same kit that you see with the mermaids, but it has like these really inspirational little messages like magical and dreamy and lovely and I think adventurous. There you go. Love it, love it. How do you feel about like all the watercolor?
I love it. I wish it's in my planner.
One more interesting thing that I wanted to briefly point out while we're not speeding through this part is that I'm also going to be using a washi that has unicorns. I'm just going to leave that there.
Hello, I'm grabbing that. No, you're that.
Now let's talk about something actually more important. How do you feel about a cruise? How do you feel about a getaway in the middle of March?
Oh, I'm going!
Okay, so sounds like you're actually excited. Which part are you excited about the most? Won't that be like a kind of messed up thing that you're... okay, well...
We're going to two places. We're going on
3?
3, yeah, 3.
Oh my goodness.
No, 4.
Oh my god. Oh my lord. What are we going to do? Okay, back to planning. So I'm trying to just clear the edges here so that it's nice and tight. Okay, this end does not want to cooperate. It's okay. Emotionally I can live with that. No big deal. Now, let's start marking certain things down, because right off the bat, a couple of things that are happening. One of them is going to be March break, which ends up happening here on this entire week. And then we also have, let's see if we can use some of these boxes to start marking things down. I'm not only using the boxes out of that same kit, but also some of the decorative pieces, just so that we can highlight that, you know, spring is coming. I'm not in frame for whatever reason. The struggle with this camera continues and continues. But anyways, I did change, like the sun actually represents that we're changing the clocks on the 8th. I'm quite excited about it. Okay, back onto washi tapes. Let's talk about the different, I'm literally using about 3 or 4 different types of washi tape at this point. Gentle anxiety that you feel right before you go away, when it just feels like your to-do list sort of triples because you're trying to work ahead of time. It's not a fun feeling, but that's okay. We'll make it through.
You got so many reasons spinning in your head. That's why you left. Indispensable pain in your chest. Leave us for the best, or you would break. That is why you left without a text. I miss you, babe. I'm forgiving everything that we said when we were drunk. It doesn't matter, 'cause it all came from. Can't be too late. Been missing everything that we had. I'll miss you, babe. I miss you, babe. You got so much to say, but you're crying like yesterday. Trying to read your eyes while
Literally just marking down the 2 full days that I will be in for yoga teacher training. And then I'm going to go back to just to mark off actually March break, which happens between the 16th to the 20th. And I wanted to use something fun. So I think that I'm going to use one of the green ones. To me, this totally looks like it's part of like a notebook.
I miss you, babe. Forgiving everything that we said when we were drunk. It doesn't matter, 'cause it all came from.
Has these small little quarter boxes, so I'm literally just marking down when I'm actually going to be teaching. So that still happens to be on the Friday. Thank goodness I'm only actually missing one Friday for teaching. I wanted to add something for layering, just so that I can actually highlight when a cruise starts, when does it end. For now, I'm just going to be writing in all of the yoga teacher training, or not yoga teacher training, but all the yoga classes that I will be teaching at Atlas. And then after that, we're going to come back and then we can start layering the actual. I do have like a really fun washi. I believe it's from One Ton in a Million, and it's very travel related.
I'm going out with you tonight. Are you close to here? I'm feeling down, I don't know why. No, it's so surreal. Think I want you here.
I have a washi that I've been like dying to try, and it's actually from One Ton in a Million. And they do have a washi that's just like so cute, and I've been wanting to like give it a go for like the longest time. So totally pulled up the wrong one. One is like a vacation one, the other one looks more like you're on actually a boat. So here we go, I'm correcting that. So cute. Okay, I already like how this is looking, to be honest. This is already like calming my mind. Let's add a couple of yoga stickers, see if I can find them. Oh, this is all money. I wanted to add something that's exercise related. So again, that same decorative kit from One Ton in a Million actually did have something for that. Part of me wanted to just write in March break for that week of 16th to the 20th. I think that I go back in and just hand letter that in manually. I was looking for bill or payday so I can actually mark down when our pay comes into the account. So I think here I'm just using the kit that came in with the budget kit from Erin Condren. I could not find two at the same time, so I went back into Kissy Ann, and that entire kit that you're looking at right now is all about finances and budgeting. And because they do have the icons available, it just makes it a lot. Sometimes I just want like a little icon rather than, you know, like something that would say payday. Now it's time for, oh, this is going to be such a struggle. So basically the sidebar, I wanted to just kind of add that same element, that same design element that I was using in the bottom. My only problem is that you cannot layer any actual labels on top of it unless you put a box. So I end up taking it up and then just moving it down. The struggle continues, but that's okay. But I still like the way that it turned out at the very end. But sometimes you need to like lay them down and kind of figure it out on your own, that you made a mistake, and that's exactly what happened here. Looks like we had some technical difficulties as per usual, but that's okay. We're puddling through it. No big deal. Nothing that we're not used to. So I just find that when I'm looking at, you know, like some of these functional stickers, like when trash day is, I find that to be super helpful and useful, because in that way I don't actually forget. I also feel like we need to cut off this section here. Let me just grab my scissors and just chop this guy right off. Perfect. So yes, we need to get some things here. So let's do top priority. Can we actually see it? No. What about school? No. We need something white in the background. Like, I like the stickers, but I can't use it the way that it is right now. So before we put these on, it's almost like you need like a box and then the washi, right? Or we just remove the washi altogether. Because if I leave the washi on, well, we can leave the washi, but okay, let's figure this out. The struggle shall continue. See if I can find just a box. What about this? And then can I put this as a layering piece? Yes, maybe. And then let's see if we can put down the one that says go. Does that become our top priority? Is that semi-visible? Yeah, not really. I feel like it's the washi though. Yeah. So I really wanted to use this. No, I'm going to have to choose a different one. What we can do, you know what? Why don't we choose? I feel like I'm adding too many elements. Yeah, as soon as you use any of these, then you get kind of washed out, or you just can't see it, which makes it even worse. What about here? Too dark. Why don't I just put, then this box is kind of redundant. The struggle, guys. The struggle shall continue once more in my life. I could just literally just put down one that says top priority and we could be done with it. Let me see how it looks with just this. Maybe it's not too busy of a pattern. I can live with it. You know what? I can live with it, kind of. No, I don't like it. Like, I like it, but I really don't like it. I like the sticker that says top priority, but maybe I'll just write it down like this. Oh my gosh, I just have an idea. Why don't I just write that down, and then after that, we can just use the washi that I was using with the girl as a divider and then simplify it, right? Compromise. There's your compromise right there. Waste so much space, but that's okay. We'll make it work. It's all good. It's your planner. You do what you want. If it makes you happy, you know what I mean? Why question it? No rhyme or reason whatsoever of what we're using and why we're using it in the order that we're using it. We're just being randomsy this month, but nevertheless we're having fun with washi tape. And you know what? That's all that really matters right now. Okay, I think I'm done with, for the most part, I think I'm done with this spread. Let's just move on to entering in. I'm not really going to do too much here. I wanted to lay down some washi here, and I think that we're basically finished. As the month goes on, I will update you guys on how things are looking. And here's a little irony. I feel like I need to take this up again and put it down again. But here's a little irony. So I know that Erin Condren stickers were very much pushing the whole, oh, it's St. Patrick's Day, let's all be Irish and whatever. But in all fairness, just know, March is also for Pisces. Pisces is a fish, so.
Sitting on the front porch, sipping on the rocks, citrus in our beverages. Citrus in our beverages, show only the good sides. Always pretty smiles are covering our faces. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. On and on it goes, round and round the rodeo. Breathing out air for a minute, taking my time to begin with. On and on it goes, swinging down in life, you know.
Ooh, very, very nice. I don't know what you guys think. I like it, and that's where I'm at with that. And let's put another washi down here, and then we'll add a couple of flags for this month's goals. Moving on to like the actual initial page here, I'm just adding, I think that I'm just gonna go with this watercolor washi. I think that it looks really beautiful, and then we can add the memories on top. But it's like a nice big thick washi, and it kind of doesn't matter if things are see-through. It just looks stunning. Beauty. And then let's add. So the watercolor stuff is going to go into the bottom just because I think that that sort of goes with the entire theme, and also the width of the washi just ended up working out, so I'm quite happy with that as well. And we'll mark down the lunar calendar, which the new moon is going to be on March 24th. The full moon is going to be March 29th. So we can add a couple of let's add this watercolor in, and then we're basically finished. Always pretty smiles are covering her face. You know it is all lies. You know it is all lies. Cool. That's it, you guys. Well, this will get a sticker that says memories, which I have to find. I have no idea where it is. But this is basically the layout that I'm going to go with for the month of March. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you like the let me know if you guys like all the washies. I think it looks really pretty, but part of me also feels like it's a little busy, but that's okay. Sometimes you have those months when it's a little bit busier. I hope you have enjoyed this video. If you did, you already know what to do. You can give me a thumbs up, you can subscribe to the channel, all of that fun stuff. And in the meanwhile, keep journaling and just keep shining your light. And I will see you guys again in my next video. Bye!